You may not have heard of Dalat's Tuyen Lam Lake, but we're having such a great time here. Known for its lush pine trees and rolling hills, Tuyen Lam Lake is a popular retreat for locals and tourists to Vietnam. But there's so much more to discover around here. So in this video, we'll be seeking a few more adventures around the lake, including hiking, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, and going down an Alpine coaster.
I don't wanna waste no time, so pardon this lack of composure. Exactly what my life ordered. A lover and a friend. Yeah, real time. Riding on the same page, walking at the same pace, wondering how my life got here, but you're here now. Yeah. Pedal down the same street, wave at people we see, yeah. Talking out loud of last week's ups and this week's doubts.
We will start to the top in about 2 kilometers, and then we go down 4 kilometers. And when we go down, we go to the camping site. Yeah, at the camping site we had the paddle.
We are dropped off in the middle of the road, and now we are about to start our hike. Look at all the trees just right beyond this hill. Super nice. First impressions of the trail. There isn't really a trail. Most of it is kind of covered. And there isn't really a lot of trail markers anywhere. So we have to rely on Belle, who is our guide, leading the way for us. A bulk of this trail is also overgrown with grass. So I can feel my legs constantly being brushed by the bushes alongside me.
The mountain today we track is named the Pinhatt. Pinhatt is mean the hut. Yeah, hut, the hut. So of the local people say the mountain is the hut of the around city, around here, around Dalat. Yeah.
This hike has been pretty scenic. We're just overlooking the lake. I can't wait to reach the top to get the best view of the lake.
We're about 5 minutes to the top of the mountain. Almost there.
Just like 5 meters away, I can see the top. This is the highest peak amongst all the mountains that surrounds Tuyen Lam Lake.
I really loved and enjoyed the hike up. In fact, if I could rate all of the hiking experience that I've had since we started YouTubing, I think this one is the easiest one so far.
This hike is one of the hikes that has a very high reward to effort ratio. The view is amazing and the hike is really short. It's just like an hour or an hour and a half. Can't wait to hike down and then get some lunch and then go for the kayaking or the stand-up paddleboarding on the lake.
Okay, I love bags that are very balanced. I think I've given myself an added challenge here. Carrying a small little backpack is not enough. For such an easy hike, you need to add a little bit more, such as a 10kg backpack from the guide right behind me.
There's a lot of things in that bag, including water and food, and also I think some charcoal.
What's this called again?
Mua.
More.
Mua.
More.
What does it taste like?
A little bit sour. Feels like celery.
Not too bad. I am super hungry. I can't wait for the food. I think there's going to be some chicken and some pork. I'm so hungry. And I'm craving coffee. I don't think he has coffee though, but I'm craving some coffee. Are you hungry?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely starving right now.
Thanks for bringing the bag.
You're welcome.
It is super peaceful here. On my left is the lake, and then on my right is a few tents, and then there are some like areas where people can do like sports like volleyball and whatnot. It would be amazing to live in one of those houses right across the lake, overlooking the lake.
I really love the hike a lot, especially the hike down. It's so picturesque, it's so beautiful. It reminded me a little bit of Melbourne when we went down like the Dandenong Mountain in National Park and did a race there. It also reminded me a little bit of Santubong as well, which you guys should check out the video. And I think like what really makes this whole entire experience really good is that like never one moment like we are being rushed to actually meet a timeline or something like this. Everything is very measured, it's very paced, and I think it's a very, very good like hike down. Really enjoyed myself.
The hike was really great. I think we don't really get that many opportunities to immerse ourselves in nature. And just being able to breathe in the fresh air makes the whole experience very good. Can't wait to eat. The food gave us the energy we need to start the next part of our adventure, which is kayaking. There's only a one-seater kayak left, and the other person will have to do the stand-up paddleboarding. And we're going to try both. Thank you! This is Aaron's first time paddleboarding. Okay, good job. Yeah, just keep your knees slightly bent and then you can move already.
We're gonna switch. This is like 15 minutes of torture. I don't even know how exactly I survived for this past 15 minutes. Grab onto this.
How are we going to switch? Can we switch at the paddle? Just switch it there. Oh my gosh, Aaron is switching water onto me.
Definitely a struggle on the paddleboard, considering it's my first time, but Char did it so naturally. At least I know that like I didn't capsize today. This is so peaceful. It feels as if I'm like floating in the water.
Not before long, our adventures in Tuyen Lam Lake had to come to an end. The artificial Tuyen Lam Lake is the largest freshwater lake in Dalat, and the crystal clear waters all year round often leave tourists like us in awe. As we head down the mountains, wash up and reunite with our family, our adventures around Tuyen Lam Lake is just about to step up a notch.
Now we're about to head to Datanla to see the waterfalls and also to ride the Alpine coaster.
Love was inconceivable. But since I met you,
Yeah, here at the Alpine coasters, and we're gonna ride all the way down. The line is actually not that long. It's only taking us maybe 5 to 10 minutes for this queue. I'm excited after a whole day of hiking.
This is similar to a toboggan in Switzerland.
So it's 2.3 kilometers long. Char is super excited.
I wonder how fast we can go.
Do you know how to control?
So you push forward and you accelerate, and you have to stop, you pull back.
We are starting!
if I could go back, tell myself alright, she was the wrong thing, you're gonna be fine, yeah. It was all just living, and now I don't wanna waste no time. So pardon this lack of composure, exactly what my life was. A lover and a friend. Look, can we just skip goodbye? No need to text, wanna roll over, cause you're already here closer. My lover and a friend. Let the credits roll in.
So now we are in the middle of the pit stop. There's a halfway point and we're here to enjoy the waterfalls. Lake 2, here we go. Up, 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 up. Exhilarating. I think like this was one of the most fun adventures in Dalat and certainly really worth it.
The waterfalls below are pretty nice. It was a good rest. You walk around, take pictures, and then come back up.
Near Tuyen Lam Lake, there's also this restaurant where we sat by the river and had an early dinner.
Just had like the best meal here in Dalat. I don't think we got any footage, but we got pork belly, we got more pork, we got wild boar, and we also got ostrich meat.
Ostrich meat? How does it taste like?
This is a little weird. Like I know it's not a typical meat that I usually eat, but it's actually quite delicious.
Shortly after dinner, we visited a Buddhist monastery near Tuyen Lam Lake, known for its beautiful flowers. Before making our way to the city by the cable car.
Apparently this view is supposed to be amazing. Let's see.
This cable car ride takes us from the mountains all the way back to Dalat city, and it's just an incredible feeling. Just looking out, you get to view the city of Dalat through a bird's eye view, and it's really amazing.